There are several aspects of security. A lot of times people think of security in just one particular way or one particular technology, but there's several layers and several steps that are necessary to consider when you're thinking about your security for your systems. Our first step is patching. And a lot of times what people, where they fail, is in keeping their patch management systems up to date. You need to be able to do that in order to ensure that you have the latest version of different types of defended systems in place, so that the older versions of ransomware and other types of things that can breach your system aren't able to get through. The second step is antivirus and network monitoring. Antivirus is very important, and that's probably one of those areas that keeping it up to date is very critical. The developers of antivirus are constantly in a battle of winning against any type of intrusions and so forth. So keeping that up to date can significantly impact the effectiveness of being able to make sure your systems are safe. Our third step is backup and disaster recovery. Ultimately, something bad is likely to get through at some point in time. When that happens, a good backup and disaster recovery systems is critical. And there's two main aspects to that. One is the recovery point, how far back you have to go on your data to be able to recover. And the other part of that is the ability to restore, the restore point being able to make sure you're up and running very quickly. Moving on to our fourth step, which is endpoint backup. A lot of times people think about servers and servers only, but especially at the executive level, a lot of times there's very important data that's kept on those endpoints as well. Our fifth step is file sync and share. So those are areas such as Dropbox and SharePoint and things of that nature. And those are also very vulnerable to attacks. And our final step is education and awareness. It's one thing to have your systems all in place to be able to protect yourself, but at the end of the day, it's all about human error. Someone has to open the door. A lot of phishing emails and so forth is the way these intrusions get in. Educating people on what to look for and seeing something that may not look quite right and not clicking on certain things or opening files and so forth is important to make sure that you minimize the chance of that happening. What NSA can do is take a look at your existing security posture and help you to find where you're most vulnerable in those areas and help secure those aspects of your business that maybe you hadn't thought about or maybe you don't think have been a high enough priority to make sure that you're protecting yourself as best you can. Some of the benefits of keeping your data safe, especially as a distributor focused on your ERP system. Your ERP system is your lifeblood. If there's an issue that happens from a security breach on that, it can bring down the entire company. So the more secure you can make that system, the better. So the next step in the process is to contact me so we can review what your security needs happen to be. You can contact me at my email at brian.weaver@nsacom.com.